I wanted to get everyone's thoughts of this. I can't stay on for long because it's my son's birthday today, so he's still asleep, so that's why I thought I'd just quickly come live. I don't want to do like a proper FYP, but I have gone on to something to kind of look at the colour of the lipstick, because obviously that's a bit of a debate just now, and I think this was probably the smart thing to do, was look up the colour of the lipstick, kind of thing. But I still stand by, I think what Dave was saying was bang out of order, because it did look brown to us. Dave knew it, and what he thought of saying was, come closer, Abdul, go back, Abdul. And it might be something off of that wiki wine, but, you know, when I saw it, I thought she had an allergic reaction. It is, look, it says here, right, coral tree, but then it also says, like, copper rose. Yeah, so you think Angie was... So I don't think so. I think, in my honesty, I think she's made a fucking big mistake. I think she's stupid, because she should have seen on that camera how it looked, right? It was probably not a good idea, right? The moment that she started putting it on, she should have clicked and realised, whoa, wait a minute, that's the issue, right? That's more of like a being uneducated personally, right? I'm just saying this. I could be wrong. It could be that, but at the end of the day, look, I'm obviously not, I'm not Asian, right? I'm not, you know, I'm not the one to be offended by this situation, okay? But I do think Dave is the issue here. In my honest opinion, Dave instantly saw... Everyone should have went to her followers, her supporters, right? Even though they knew the colour of the lipstick, she instantly went, whoa, on camera, that doesn't look that colour, right? Her supporters should have instantly jumped in there and said, Angie, take that off, because that looks offensive. Because it doesn't matter if not everyone's going to sit and go and research the story behind what happened, okay? They're just going to instantly see what colour that was. Do you know what I mean? It was a dare with lipstick. I don't get how it's racist when her looks is... But I think for me personally, I think it would have been better... it would have been better if people... Because obviously, I personally think here, right, and obviously the colour coding, you can actually tell it does look like an orangey... rose kind of colour, you can see that. But if you look, right, wait, give me a second, where's my thing? And obviously, guys, you know that I'm not a fan of Angie. You guys know, right? I'm not gonna lie, sitting here almost defending her, it's not something I thought I'd be doing on this app, trust me. But I think I am that person. I think when things like this is happening, you've almost got to, I like to prove something, do you know what I mean? And I thought, I'm not gonna lie, personally myself, I thought when I put that in, it's gonna come up that it's brown. In my honest opinion, I thought that's what it was gonna come up with. So let me show you. I think it definitely looks brown. Let me get it up. Let me change this. Where is it? So here, it does. And that's what I'm saying, right? So you're going to scroll into this live and go, what the fuck? So I do personally think someone should have gone to her and said, do you know what I mean? Like, yeah, it's the lighting that's made it look that way. And I just personally think it should have been posted anywhere, but that one where she's sitting and she's not battling anyone, that to me did look brown. So I I don't know. At the end of the day, look, this is not... I'll upload it on one of my other accounts. Oh, well, people can go over and have a look, because I'm not... I think it's more lighting. But again, as I said, I'm not sitting here to judge and say whether it isn't or isn't, whether it is or isn't racist. I just wanted to almost like show the different angles, right? I still stand by that it's Dave was the issue right here. The fact that he did, whether it's a phrase said by someone calling her Abdul when she looks brown in that lighting, he knew exactly what he was doing. He knew exactly what he was doing. It's just... See, the thing is, look, right, the way I see it is, maybe the lighting that I've got is that, but you've got to bear in mind, right? So, wait a sec, I'll go and put my one back up again with the colour track. So, the lighting that she might have been in, right? So, I'm going to say this because obviously I do work in makeup, right? And I'm not, right, more so with shade matching with foundation. You're all going to probably laugh at me and think, what the fuck are you on about? But this is true, right? When you shade match a foundation, we have like lighting, like, you know, the really white lighting that, you know, like ring lights and stuff. And when you do a foundation match with that, what it does is it brightens the foundation match. So it might appear a lot white, like more, it might appear more ghostly, it might appear lighter. But when you go into natural lighting, it actually is the right match. So certain lighting can change like how a colour will look on someone. But clearly then you would notice more than anyone else that what does it really matter. So I still say it. I still stand by, I think Dave was the issue. When Dave sat there and said, Abdul, that was the issue. Exactly. I still stand by the fact that her followers and herself, right? When you see her applying it, it doesn't look like it does. Hi guys, thank you. Hi everyone that's joining. By the way, people are more than welcome to come in the box. I'm only going to be live probably for another like 15 minutes. But I just wanted to kind of show... Hi, thank you so much, Charlie. I think the moment that she started applying that, this is the mistake, right? She saw that. She had to be spoken to by Hustle to tell her that it was wrong, right? And then she took it off. It might have not been the intent of it, but I think anyone could see. I went into her room and seen it, right? It won't be able to. We won't be able to wear fake tan next. I think with all due respects, I think you all need to go and look at the history of blackface. This is not how this looks, right? Is a white person where their full body is white, but they've got like, do you know what I mean? Like only their face. And that is something that was done back in the 20s and 30s. They wouldn't hire black or brown actors and actresses. So instead, they would paint themselves to be that colour, right? So that is it. It was a history again proving of taking away, you know, a story of someone, but then using a white actor and whitewashing the theatre / movies. There's different actors. Christ, do you know Judy Garland, the one that does Wizard of Oz? She actually has done blackface. So it's not, bearing in mind, this might have not been the intent of it, but the moment that Dave said Abdul, she should have clicked. That's on her. She should have looked at herself and realised, wait a minute, this doesn't look pink. This does not look pink. This is looking brown on me. So I should have taken it off, right? That's what it is, right? You know, it doesn't need to be an intent. I could just come live and be putting fake tan but only on my face. That doesn't mean I'm being intent to be offensive. It just might be, it'll come across as something else. We got to remember, people are scrolling through your lives and stuff.
Can I just say, it's people like you that are going on about it this morning that are taking it to the next level. It was a day battle, but then you and everybody else has run with it because it's Angie and want to start.
Nana, have you been in my life the whole time?
I don't care, honestly.
No, you don't. No, because this is what you've done. No.
This is why you've got no content.
Right, this is what this woman did yesterday to Alicia, right? She came in and started going at Alicia.
Did I?
No, this is my room. You're going to listen to me and you're going to respect me when I mute you.
I won't be listening to nobody. You don't speak to me like a child.
If you're not going to respect my room, you can get out.
Well, bye then.
Right? Because this is what you do. You sat in with Alicia when Alicia was trying to talk to you and tell you stuff, and you just kept speaking over her. Okay? If you had actually let me finish and show you something, I have shown the colour of the lipstick based on a colour coding website. So you instantly came jumping on to me saying I had no content. Let me get that back up. Right? And with all due respect, my content is no different from Angie's content. Doesn't Angie do FYP? Doesn't Angie sit and talk about other people? There's honestly people of this app.
This is going to be so quick, but I've just realised, doesn't Just Nana remind you of Alex Brigham? Like how hard he went for Red is how hard she is going for Angie. It's so funny.
It is, and the thing is, that's what annoyed me last night, was I heard she was going on at Alicia saying, you keep calling everyone the P word, like, you know, a pedalo. But that's what Angie does.
Yeah.
Angie literally, and Pearl did it the other night, but you're not sitting there having a go at Pearl, are you?
You just won't win with people like that.
No.
I mean, last night she was saying how much of a support Angie's been to her, and because she's been through this and been through that, but then if we go back a couple of months, it was the same thing of Angie saying that people that say they've been through SA as a child need to prove it, and if they can't prove it, then it never happened.
Oh wait, just Nana, have you ever proved yours? Because I know that you trauma dump every single time you go in a box. Have you ever proven yours to Angie? Has she ever asked you? You're a fucking cunt. You support a fucking cunt. Angie, you're a fucking cunt. You're a racist cunt. And that's it.
Go on, Baguette, my favourite.
Literally, all of you people trying to fucking apologise for this absolute waste of oxygen of a woman are embarrassing. You know for a fact you wouldn't fucking act like that in real life. If someone came up to you and was challenging your beliefs on racism, you know for a fact that you'd be fucking running away, pissing yourself just like your leader does every fucking night after she's down 4 bottles of wine. Maybe you'd be a good person. Maybe you'd clean up the piss. I don't know. You might clean up the piss. She doesn't. You might want to be like your fucking leader and just leave the piss. Leave it to stagnate. Leave it to make your room smell like an aroma of urine. Odoruria.
Yes, Baguette. I like this.
The thing is, Miss Baguette, I bet you'll be wrong because you're personally attacking her while she does it to every other person on this app.
Well, do you know what? That's the thing. She's allowed to not give a fuck. So I'm allowed to also not give a fuck about all of these weird people. Miss I don't give a fuck. Also, we found out who you were last night. You got outed on a live. Just so you know. I'm not sure if you're aware of that. And you're a fucking apologist for her as well for some strange reason. Like, go and look up the word morals in the dictionary and try and center your life around being a good person instead of being an apologist for an absolute hussy who doesn't shower, who thinks it's funny to be racist. who is provocative about the fact that she thinks it's funny to be racist. Like, you're so fucking weird. You're so weird.
Wait, what? See, I actually get on quite well with Miss. I don't give a like. Whenever they've been in my room, they've always like agreed when I've said stuff about Angie.
They were just apologising for her up there.
Oh, Miss McGat, I've got to remove you for a sec. Come back up. She's got a violation. Right, I'm gonna let Hayley up so that there's someone on that side. I'm not letting up Nana because I'm sorry. I don't think she listens. I think Hayley. I know Hayley speaks quite well and respectful, so I'm going to let Hayley come up.
I'm not even coming up to argue, but
Yeah.
you can't condemn and say you're a nice person when you speak to people like that. I'm sorry. If you speak to people in that way, then you're just as bad as the other people, because that's disgraceful.
Excuse me, we will not have no slander of Baguette while she's not in the box.
The stuff around the lipstick unicorn, she got 3 days, right? It was that, shave her hair off, or send him a uni. Who in the right mind is going to go, yes, I'll shave my hair off? They're going to put lipstick on the face. As you all know, she doesn't wear makeup. She's not got a full collection of lipsticks to put on her face.
Yeah.
She put one on. We know the colour changes within the light. That's happened. And, you know, people can run with it and say she was blackface, but she wasn't.
But what I'm saying is, right, so the intent of it, I'm just saying here, it might not be the intent, but would you not instantly, even though the lighting might be making it look like something, would you not instantly go, wait a minute? And when Dave said Abdul, right, because she went, what the fuck, like that, like, because you guys must have seen that it looked brown.
See, it doesn't look, I thought it was like that coppery, like that colour you've got behind you. I didn't think that was brown. I would say that was pink. But, you know, it's the same as that thing that went around Facebook. What colour is that bloody top? And everyone chose different colours. No one's ever going to see the same colour, are they? You know, and so I think some people will see the colour that they want to see.
Yeah. I have said, and I will stand, I think Dave was bang out of order when he said the Abdul thing, whether it's a saying that someone says on this app, you know, he was calling Angie Abdul.
And,
right?
I appreciate that. And I think you're talking about that. But the only other thing that people are talking about is the fact that Angie put that lipstick on her face. Nobody's talking about what Dave said. People are talking about what Angie put on her face. That's that. You know, and I think that's the hypocrisy of this app sometimes. And she's done something innocently, and all these little haters have jumped on this bandwagon. And actually, is anyone really affected by it? Is anyone genuinely affected by it? Because if they are, then please come forward. Hustle laughed his head off about it, you know? I think...
To be fair, the person that did go, Tommy did go. Now, I do think Tommy's a little bit of that. Tommy did go. Now, I do think Tommy's a little bit of that up and stuff. So I think the thing is, like, too often, and I will say this about Angie, people will tell her where they're upset, and she shuts them down and goes, but it isn't that, it's this. And it's like, well, it's just, you're white, listen to what the person of colour is telling you.
But I'm white, so if I would have put that lipstick on, it would have looked a different colour on me because of my skin tone being different. She's an English rose, she's pale as paper, isn't she? So it is going to look a different colour. And I think, really, for me, if that was racism, she would have done that with intent, but there was no intent for her to put that lipstick on and do blackface. There was no intent for that whatsoever.
Oh my God. No. I'm not having it.
That's fine. I'm not here to change people's opinion. I'm not interested in that. I genuinely can't be bothered. I've not even had a cup of tea this morning, but I'm just saying there was no intent for her to do blackface. If you all want to run with that, you run with it. But
it's not running with it. It's the truth.
It's not. That's your opinion of what.
All right. Okay. So my opinion that she's a racist that does blackface when it's clearly there in a picture is what?
Can I actually, sorry, Mary Mortimer, sorry, one second. Do you support Frosty?
Me?
Hayley, yeah.
I don't even know who Frosty is.
Frosty's someone that was quite often in the chat, and I'm not going to lie, another person that does get... Are you a mod, Hayley?
Who for?
For Angie?
Uh-huh.
Right, are you aware of the things that King Kesh says in her lives?
I don't even know who that is.
You must.
You
don't know
know
who
who that is. They comment all the time and this stuff. I'm not coming at you because you're not the only mod, but at the same breath, you need to pay attention for that person.
What's
right?
his
'Cause I'm going to
name?
give you the benefit of the doubt of that. The things that man says, he talks about people, and you've also got someone that goes into that chat as well, that's called Black Predator, that's to go at Marcel with a picture of Marcel.
I haven't seen it, but I'll look out for it.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Sorry,
Just send me a message with the names on Unicorn.
I will, yeah. On you go, Mary, sorry.
I totally got distracted. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, basically, what do you know what? Can I just put it to this way, right? Say you weren't on this app, you never knew who Angie was, you never knew who any of these people were at all. You came onto TikTok, you saw that picture. You're not telling me you would not automatically think that is blackface.
No, I don't think I would. But it's not for me to be affected
Bullshit.
by it because I'm a white woman.
Bill.
Let me
Absolute bullshit.
I'm gonna go and get the picture that I first saw, right? Because I was actually sent a picture. I never even went into her life because I don't really go into her lives that much. But I'll show you the picture that was sent to me.
It's not a problem that I need to watch the whole live. I saw what I needed to see.
But that's your opinion, isn't it? Everyone's valid.
It's not an opinion, it's true. She's a
It's what
racist.
you see and what other
So is
people
Dave
see.
Duran. They're both racists.
But that's, again, your opinion.
It's not. It's a truth. It's a fact. It is a
So
factual
whatever you
fact.
say is factual. So whatever you
Yeah,
say,
it is.
like whatever
When I see
comes out of your
racists, I'll call
mouth
them
is
racist.
factual.
That's
All right.
racist.
That makes sense. That makes perfect
Why
sense.
do you support her? Can I just ask, why do you support Angie?
Why wouldn't I support her?
Because she's racist. The stuff
your
she said
opinion.
about doing dogs, the things that she said about doing her own brother, the way that she vomits on live because she's such an alcoholic, she drinks all the time. She is the worst person on this app. The way that she comes across is absolutely disgusting. The way that she speaks to people. I want to know what type of person supports that. Like,
Me.
what type of person are you to support that?
Me.
Why?
Because that's my choice. I choose to do that. I like Angie.
Why?
I don't have to explain why I like Angie. I like Angie.
Yeah, well, wow to you if you like Angie, because that is crazy, mate. Supporting somebody like that in real life. What would your friends and family think if you showed videos of everything that Angie's ever done on this app?
And
Would
what
they
have
support you?
What have my friends and family got anything to do with who I support on TikTok?
So you would be happy to show them that that's who you support. You'd be happy to have her around to your
100%.
house.
My mum won't give a shit. My life.
No.
I choose to support who I want to support.
Well, I think that says everything about you if that's the type of people you want to
But that's
support.
fine,
And if
that's
you
your
can look at that
opinion,
picture, you look at that picture right now and tell me what exactly that looks like. Oh, sorry,
Yeah, just come back in. I don't know. God, I said that really weird. My thing is, Hayley, and I've always said this about Angie, right? Is she's the first one to sit on this app and call out people who do wrong, right? She'll say if EQ says a bad slur, because she doesn't like EQ in that time, she'll do a live and speak about it, right? But Angie's done the exact same thing. You know, when that S slur was used, Angie's also used that S slur live.
But doesn't everybody do that? So whenever something happens on the app, everyone runs a live and talks about it. The same as, the rest of Miss Baguette and all of that will sit in a box today and sit and talk about her all day. The same as they talked about her all day yesterday. And that Asbo saying that he would grape someone in an alley, but they're supporting him. I'm not even asked to have this argument.
I'm not, honestly, can I just say, I don't support...
to justify why I'm friends with Angie.
Right.
And I don't have
Well,
to...
I don't expect anyone to justify.
Yeah.
What I'm saying is, it's the double standards, right? Everyone was wrong for speaking about her drinking, right? Everyone was wrong for speaking about her mother, but yet she sat on this app and spoke about Ems's drinking. She has sat on this app and spoke about my parenting, sat there and questioned if my husband is gay or not. Do you not think that's too personal, Hayley?
I think if you bring things to the app, your situation's different. Your whole marriage and all of that shite was brought to the app. true or false. And
But
when
so
it's on
yeah.
that, you do the FYP page, yeah?
Yeah.
And if it's on the FYP, people will speak about it. Unfortunately, your marriage and all of that stuff got trolled up in all that shite that you was in,
Yeah.
and it was on the FYP. So you know yourself, when you do the FYP, you're gonna talk about it. You might not agree with some of the things she says. I don't agree with 100% of what she says, but it doesn't mean that people are wrong for having such an opinion. The same as these people can have an opinion about Angie. That's fine. That's your opinion.
But the thing
This is the thing, though. It's not opinions. It's right or wrong.
Mary, sorry, I just need to make. Oh, sorry. How have you instantly been removed? You've not even spoke. What the fuck? No, I've just got to say one thing to Hayley, right? Hayley, but that's fine. But so's her mum, right? When her mum enters that room, she could pause that live or end the live. But she is sat there and sniggered and laughed when her mum is speaking to her. So she's aware, and even her mum's aware that she's live and things are being said. So again, she's put her mum on this app. She talks openly about her issues sometimes with her mum. So isn't it fair that then anyone else on this app can speak about her mum then?
Yeah, and I think there's a difference in having an opinion on what you heard, and then there's a difference in people saying we need to get a welfare check for a mum, we need to do this, we need to do that. So there is two differences there. If
you don't think that's just a response, Hayley, though, to when she's telling everyone that she's going to call social services on people's children? I think it's people trying to prove a point that it isn't nice saying shit like that. In all honesty, no one's actually going to go and call a welfare check on Sheila. I think it's more the fact that she is sat on this app and says that she's going to call social services on everybody that is a parent that she's had an issue with.
And I've seen the same conversations happening when, I can't remember whose live it was now. I'd have to go back because someone sent me the screen recording. But I think it was the one with Millsy and stuff. And people were saying they were going to go to Angie's house and smash her mum in the face. Like, this app is beyond fucking ridiculous. This is an app. This is not real life.
Well, trust me, I've said about that. I spoke about it in Comic Cafe. I was disgusted by it. Chippy hates me now. He's called me two-faced because I sat on Comic Cafe with my full name, well, Unicorn FYP, saying that I don't agree with what he said about Life on the Edge and accusing her of that two stuff that he accused her of. That's bang out of order. Like, do you know, and this is why I did do this, speaking about the colour and looking on the colour, because it is the lighting. I think the lighting will change maybe the colour of the lipstick, but at the same breath, she saw that, and potentially some of you guys saw that looked brown, and no one's told her, or she didn't call it out straight away and go, wait, I'm taking this off, right? But Dave, I still think that Dave's a massive issue, but yeah, go Little Marshmallow, sorry.
Oh yeah, sorry, I don't normally come in boxes, and so I'm a bit anxious. I might get my words middled up a bit. But what I would like to say is that when she put the lipstick on, she actually laughed and said she looks like a Burns victim. Now, if you remember a while ago, I think it's Jack.
Yes, about Jack with Kate Piper.
That's it, thank you. And everyone gunned for him. Now, when she said, laughing about going to a Burns, I might have to go to hospital, that really was below the belt. And also with Dave saying, Abdul, was it? She should have dropped him straight away. And yeah, she's just that's all I've got to say, really. Yeah.
I've not personally seen that bit. If anyone's got that video where she's saying about, like, she looks like a Burns, do you know what I mean? Like, I want to see, because I personally haven't seen that. I've only really seen the bit where she's getting the dare, the bit where he's saying Abdul, and the bit where Hustle and Tommy and all of that get involved. Like, I've not seen where she says that. I do know that she said, come on, man, I look like I've got sunburn.
Yeah,
and I that at one point.
The sunburn element of that.
But
I
if
haven't
anyone's
heard
got
anything
different,
like that.
like, tag me or show me, because I can only I can only go on what I've literally seen. Do you know what I mean?
Unicorn, I'm going to jump down so I can get the kids sorted for school.
No worries.
But thanks for letting me up.
No worries. Enjoy the rest of your week. But yeah, if anyone's got that, because I do, obviously I like to try my best. I don't want it to be like, oh, she's basing it around hearsay, because I try not to be that person. I'm not saying you're lying, little marshmallow, but do you know what I mean? I do like to, you know, hear things for myself.
I had to say something, you know, that. But like I say, you know, she may not have realised the colour of the lipstick while you know, but putting it on. But she's definitely got red lipstick, because I'm sure I've seen her wear red lipstick, and she wrote on a car before with red lipstick. So she you know, all this thing, oh, she didn't have the right shade or whatever. If you're putting something on your face and you can see, I mean, I don't do light, so I don't know. Do she see exactly what we see?
Okay, can I just say something really?
Can I
really
just
quickly?
speak first? Sorry, because I was in the box before you. I think we all need to pray for Hayley, because it is currently 9:37 a.m. and she said she's getting her children ready for school. We all know that Angie's got a real problem with people being late regarding their children, as I know as a victim of Angie myself. So can we all just take a moment, put prayer hands in the chat for Hayley, because Angie's going to come for her now, because she's late for school with the children. So can we all just take a little
To be fair,
moment?
that's not talking about children. She is just saying and bringing up the fact that, to be fair, it was a Sunday and Miss Baguette was told that she was late for picking up her children from school.
If
on
you've got a
Sunday.
problem with what I've just said, then why didn't you have a problem with Angie saying the same thing about me, you fucking cunt nuggets? Now bye.
Hi, Romy. Is it Romy?
Yeah, Romy. No, just quickly, like, as much as I fucking hate Angie, she's a dirty little racist, yeah. And this thing on her face, she knew what she was doing, yeah. But the Burns victim thing, she didn't say that. She said sunburn. As much as I can't stand the woman, she was saying sunburn or something like that. Wasn't about being a burn victim or nothing.
I mean, as I said, if someone's got the clip where she says that, because we might not have seen everything. Do you know what I mean? I don't want to. I would rather, if someone's got it, then someone said it's on Comment Cafe, so I'll have a scroll for it. But yeah.
No, I agree. And all you lot saying, oh my God, stop reaching, you're not black, yeah? When you're black and you're telling me and other black people that it's not a racist, yeah? Don't fucking start, yeah? Because you're just all fucking dirty racist, just like Angie, so bye.
And this is my big issue. When I sat and listened that day, when the day after in Dave Duran's live, when they were speaking about when she said the W word, Angie kept telling Hustle, a black person, the person that she said that to, that it wasn't racist. It was just like, what was the word I'm looking for? It was like a bad thing to say. I can't even think of the word now. So yeah, I do personally think you need to stop shutting down people who, you know, experience this probably through their lives. Like, white people don't generally experience racism, especially in the UK. So I think it's best if someone's trying to tell us something, maybe we just shut up and listen to what they're saying.
So nobody gives a shit about the fact that she did a dare and put on lipstick, whatever fucking colour it was. It was the fact that it looked the way it did. Mm-hmm. And then Abdul did... Abdul, and then Dave called her Abdul. At that point, you could see the recognition in her face. She knew what he was getting at. He said it a few times. That... At that point, the reaction should have been, right, I better wash this off. I'm sorry. But we would never, ever, ever get that from Ange. Never. So nobody gives a shit about the fact that she put lipstick on her face. Nobody cares. It was the reaction. Sorry. Thank you.
No, I agree. That's exactly it. The fact that Dave said that instantly, that moment, because her face was like, why? Like, do you know what I mean? And it's like, that's when her mods, because if she didn't click to it, like, I'm sorry, but this is where I'm like, where's Top Girl? Because I think if Top Girl was there, I think she would have also seen the issue with it. And I don't think it's fair that a lot of the times when things are happening, it is Top Girl that seems to be the one that has to come and say, that's wrong, shouldn't be doing that. When she said the W word, when she had someone that came up and said, told someone to go F home back to Palestine. Why is it telling me to remove Romy when she's already moved? Do you know what I mean? So I would be quite interested to speak to Top Girl and see what Top Girl says about it, because I know she does speak out when these sort of stuff happens.
It's just ridiculous. And everybody sort of calling anybody that disagrees with it a snowflake. Rubbish. Honestly, the reaction, if she had literally just taken that shit off and then, you know, said, oh, perhaps that was a bit, you know, distasteful, but we're never going to get that. And meanwhile, she's now feasting off of this latest drama. And yeah, it's just ridiculous. But that's all I needed to say. Thank you.
No worries. Thank you for jumping up and speaking on it. Obviously, look, everyone, you know, everyone's opinions are going to be different. Dave's not in the box. Don't think Dave's in my life. Dave's not here. So yeah. He's live, invite him in. No, because I don't do that. That is something you will not see me do. I'm not doing this whole sitting, do you know what I mean, doing this like battling or whatever, or just even doing that way of doing it. Like I'm not being funny, but I don't personally agree with that, sitting having that conversation through drama and whatever. If I'm going to do it, it's through boxes. I'm not going to sit and have us two in each other's rooms like that way. I don't like doing that, because like anyone can come up and speak on it if you've got a different opinion. Like do you know what I mean? Like anyone can come up and speak about it. Yeah, Dave was given. Yeah, it was Dave that was given. Can I just say, by the way, I don't agree. I personally think my main issue in this whole situation is Dave, but unfortunately, I don't have a picture of Dave with the lipstick on his face, and it's hard to put up a video on here. But I do personally think Dave was a massive issue when he said what he said. Thank you so much. I will have a look. I'm probably going to come off in a minute. But yeah. No, but he did say that Abdul. No worries.
Hello?
Hi.
Yeah, I have a complete different opinion on all this. I think it's completely blown out of proportion. It's ridiculous.
Okay.
I mean, putting lipstick on your face and then claimed by everybody that there's racial intent. There's literally no racial intent. People that are saying this is the ones that are downplaying racism, because they're literally saying everything is racist when it's not.
So, but guys, I'm not going to drop him because he has got a right to come up and have an opinion. I'm not going to have an echo chamber. But do you not think so? Can you see why if someone enters the room and in the lighting might be different at that point and it'll look darker, do you not think that people are going to just like see that and go, what the fuck? What's going on here?
Also, I noticed in Angie's live as well, where they were discussing it, there was lots of people of colour saying like, this is not racism. Mm-hmm. They would not find this offensive, especially when Hustle came in and had his opinion on it. There was plenty of people in the live of colour was like, they find it funny that there's no racial intent there. That's
not actually true, because Tommy had a go at Dave and did say it was racist.
Yeah, but I was on about in Angie's live, well, there was Pearl and Hustle and I can't remember the other person, but there was a couple of girls of colour in there, and they said like there was no racial intent there. That they find that funny, that they're not offended by that. Everybody is offended by different things. I understand that.
Okay, and that's fine, but I'm not going to sit and listen to what 2 or 3 people say, because you could go to a gay person and turn and say, was that offensive? And they'll go, no, but then ask another gay person and say it was offensive.
Everybody finds different things offensive, but I definitely think there's no racial intent there.
And I mean, are the people that came in of Asian descent?
There are people of colour there, yes.
Yeah, but were they of like Asian descent? Because in my honest opinion, the people that are going to be offended by this, by saying Abdul are of Asian descent.
Yeah, I'm not sure why that was said of Dave, but I mean, at the end of the day, it was a dare. She had sort of all these options of either doing the lipstick or sending a lion or a universe. I mean,
Something, can I, like, I'm not, I don't want to
everybody has
continue
their
it, but
opinion.
are you white?
Yeah, and I shouldn't speak on it really, but
No, that's what I was going to say, right? So what I try and not do on this app is personally myself is say that something's not racist, right? Because the thing is, it isn't something that's going to offend us. We're not going to understand. Sometimes something is racist, but you might not know the education to why something is racist. So for instance, I never understood why, when I say that I'm proud to be white, why that's actually wrong to say you're proud to be white. It's because of the history of what white people did in the past, right? So saying that you're proud to be white is basically saying I'm proud of what white people have done in the past, right? Yeah. So I didn't know that until someone educated me that. So that's the thing. We all need to understand that you might not 100% know all the education behind it to understand what is right and wrong.
yeah, I understand that. But everybody, I understand that Angie did this to her face, but nobody seems to be going at Dave, saying like, well, he caused this.
Trust me, that is what I've said. I have literally said it quite a fair few times. I do think Dave was the one in the wrong. Dave was the one that said Abdul. My issue was the fact that the moment that the colour started to change and it started to look more like a brown colour, someone should have either spoke to her and said, get that off your face, other than Hustle, someone that watches her lives, or herself. The moment that he said Abdul, she should have thought, fuck's sake, actually, this looks brown. Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm not talking of intent, right? I personally do think things that Angie's done on this app is very fucking questionable. I don't like the woman, right? I don't think she had intent there. She probably did see, like, let me quickly show. Because I do personally think lighting can change things. Oh, that's the wrong thing. Where is it? Fuck's sake. Right. So I went online and did a color coding thing, right? Yeah. And that's what it came up with. And that's maybe what her lipstick actually looks like. But the lighting has changed it to look brown. So I'm talking about the intent isn't there, but the moment that it looked brown, right, she should have noticed that and taken it off.
I mean, after she had a discussion with Hustle and everything, she did eventually take it off. I think perhaps the issue was it took a while to kind of sink in with her, maybe.
Well, that's the thing. She did argue, but Miss Baguette, was that different lighting? That's what I'm saying, because the lighting, I do think, is changing things. I'm just giving her the benefit of the doubt here. I'm not a fan of her. I think everyone knows my feelings towards Angie, but I am giving her the benefit of the doubt that this is the moment that she was applying that lipstick. Do you know what I mean? Lipstick is not designed to go onto the face. We don't know what's going to happen to a lipstick when it's on the face. Do you know what I mean? Like,
I think, as I said, I think it took a bit of a time for it to actually sink in that, okay, people are like upset about this. Mm-hmm. And eventually she did wash it off.
Yeah, but that's the thing. But again, what she kept doing was arguing with Hustle. Not arguing, but she was going back and forth with Hustle, trying to basically shut down what he was saying and saying that it isn't a racist thing to do it.
Yeah, I think the problem is with the discussion with Hustle is because he's trolled her so many times and tries baiting her into this racism.
And this is personally why I have said that Hustle needs to just stay away from her. Yeah. Right, I've said this because I do think that it's getting to a point now where Hustle just looks like he is wanting that clout from her. That's how I see it. He's no longer looking like someone who's against racism, which he is. I'm not saying he's not, but it does look like he's making a bit of a joke of it and he's making it out. Do you know what I mean? Like, yeah. But Hustle isn't the only one. I do think Tommy does the same. I think he's becoming a bit like Tommy and it's really frustrating to see.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Let's be honest, right?
Sorry.
This was a dare battle. Dave never chose the dares. His chat chose the dares. So that has got nothing to do with Dave. And when Angie put the lipstick on her face, she turned round and said, now I look like Pearl, meaning i.e. a suntan. It's nothing being racist whatsoever. And Russell is clout chasing.
I actually agree there with him. I do. This is what I was going to come in the book and say. I actually agree with that person that's just said that. To be fair, if people wear suntan, fake tan, do they get pulled up for it? No, they don't. And that's brown. They don't get pulled up for it. Actually, Unicorn, I'm not being funny yet. It's all gone out of proportion. It was a dare. And to be fair, the light do change the colour. Why do people go for Angie? Why can't they go for Dave? It's just totally out of proportion.
Because the clout chasing, that's why.
I have said that. I've literally said that Dave's the one that, by saying, do you know what I mean? Saying, Abdul, like, I don't agree with what Dave was saying, like him saying that. I have said that.
But what about all these people that wears like the fake tan on their face?
Can I talk on the fake tan actually? Right.
Well,
so
that is brown, isn't it?
Can I talk on the fake tan? Because there is people out there who have taken it too far and it becomes inappropriate culturally. Right. So there is people who say if they say I want to be black, right? That's where it's inappropriate, right? If you say, I just want a little bit of a golden tan or whatever, that's different, right? There's nothing wrong with that. But if you are going out your way and saying, I don't want to be white, I want to be black, and you're overly fake tanning, right? But the issue is the history behind blackface. It was a situation back in the day, back in the 20s, 30s, 40s, where they whitewashed black people. They were sitting there telling black people stories, but having white actors with blackface on. That's the history of it.
But at the end of the day, people's getting it all twisted. It was a dare. And do you know what I mean? Angie did wash it off at the end of the day. It was a dare that Dave asked her to do. And she did it. And the lipstick was actually pink. And because of the colour light, it had actually come out like that colour. So I don't know why people's like... I've not actually heard her say that word, whatever it's called. I've not. It was...
There was nothing racist about it. I literally live like 15 minutes from Wakey Wines. And if you put it in search bar, Unicorn, Wakey Wines, that many people who said that quote on this app, right, it went viral. Now, yeah, you know, some people might be offended, some maybe not. But why is it just the slightest little thing that they can plunge upon, boom, they're on it?
How is that pink?
I agree with you there, Rayleigh, I do.
How is that pink? I'm going to speak slowly because you don't seem to be understanding. Can someone explain how that's pink?
It wasn't pink, it was orange.
I think what the issue is...
Can you explain how that's orange?
It's coral, actually. It was coral.
Can you explain to me how that's coral, please, Hayley?
Can we just also explain
what Unicorn just said?
Simple as.
Can you
and the lighting,
how within 2
and the lighting that Andy's
Explain to me
using
how
has
the
changed the
colour on the
colour.
screen is orange. Explain to me, do it. There's the hex code. Go and look it up. Explain to me how that's orange.
I'm going on what Unicorn just put up. Unicorn just put up something called coral.
Wait, guys.
Rams was racist.
No,
She would put black on her face. She never did.
Racist, Dave.
Right, wait, 2 seconds, guys, 2 seconds, give me a chance, right? I do think, right, and this is what I'm saying, I do think that the colour she put on to start with is how it might have looked, right? But then it became this colour, and this is what I'm talking about. This was seen and still kept it on, even when Hustle's telling her it's wrong. It took her, 20 minutes, half an hour before she actually took it off. The issue is
why should she take it off? It was a day.
And no one brought the attention of the colour it looked like on screen.
And we all know that Angie probably uses really cheap makeup, so it's probably oxidised on her skin and changed colour. Again, that's her. That's on her. That's not on Dave. If Dave dared her to do it, I don't give a fuck. No one made her do it. Dave wasn't holding her hand there, putting lipstick on her face, Torcy, was he? She did it herself. She decided to put it on. If she did put pink lipstick on and it was oxidised because it's cheap, shitty makeup, probably from an MLM company, then she should realise, shit, my lipstick's oxidised. It looks brown. I better end this live. I better go and take it off. But she didn't.
But does it look brown?
In it. And because of little stupid cunts like you, Torcy, who come on the next day and defend everything she's done. Because you're a fucking...
Excuse me. What did you call me?
I've called you a cunt and I called you a
Yeah, well, say it to me face, sweetheart.
Wait,
I'm pretty sure she
Is it
did
hiding
say it to your
behind the
face.
camera?
Wait,
You're a
please,
cunt
can we
and you're a
try and keep this
racist.
calm? Guys, can please try and keep it calm? I know that temperature, that it's
There's nothing but a foul
frustrating,
mouth
but
rat.
let's please, can we just try and keep it
Fuck your mum.
as calm as possible? Can I hear from Savage Rider? Sorry, because Savage Rider's trying to speak.
It's okay. I just wanted to ask, how come whenever Angie's pulled on something, it's always go and ask so and so about what they've done. Go and ask so and so what they've done. What about Angie? She's a big grown ass woman who's done an awful lot, but yet we always have to go back to somebody else. It has to be deflected back to what somebody else has done.
I will admit, and I still stand by this, I think Dave does need to be called out. I do think this shouldn't
For
just
what?
be for
Why does Dave need calling out? It was
because
this chap who chose the dares, not Dave.
no, it's
And
not
he had
so
a
funny.
choice.
It's what he said. It's when you can sit there and say it's a meme all you want, right? But if a black person says a jokey thing on a lie on as a video or whatever, right? And then you as a white person then goes and says that towards someone who's got blackface, are you trying to tell me that doesn't sound racist?
Unicorn, you're the host. Can you put your colour thing back up, please?
Yeah.
Why? Because this colour thing is more accurate?
Why does
No,
that matter? If it's
People
been
are asking
perceived
in the
as
chat.
pink-
No. I
Yeah,
haven't
so if
come
you
up
look
to
at that-
argue.
Yeah, so that
I-
one, there's a literal tiny line of
Exactly.
the colour, right? That's being based off the tiniest line of colour. My picture is based on when it is across her entire face.
Yeah, exactly.
How do you not understand this?
I actually
How
I
do
don't
you not-
understand. Don't talk to me
seriously,
like
I
I'm
want you to
thick.
explain
I
to
will
me,
just
how do
read
you
in the
not
comments.
understand?
A few people said, "Can Unicorn put the colour thing back up?" I will just read in the comments. That is all I was saying. I act stupid. I'm not thick, so don't talk to me like that.
I mean, you're putting it up to try and defend the fact that it was pink when it was on. It's crap.
Me personally, I've just read a comment. I ain't asked to put somebody in the comments asked for
So,
it.
all right. So let me put this question to you, Hayley, and to Torsi, and and to Horton. Let me put this question to you. Do you understand what oppression is and how the fact that your skin tone, I'm a white person too, how your skin tone can mean that you are inherently an oppressor, that we have white privilege, and because of the skin tone, because we have a white skin tone, we cannot ever understand what other people go through, the racism that they go through because of their skin tone. Do you understand this? This is a simple, fundamental ideal. You do not understand this. You do not understand that because we are white, we are actually the oppressor.
Another thing I will
do
also
understand, but that wasn't racist.
sorry, can I
How
just
you are defending a racist? You are a racist enabler.
Can I
How'd
also
you let that out?
can we also
How'd you let
You are
that out?
sat in the box defending a racist.
Sorry, 2
No,
seconds.
not at all.
Wait,
I'm not saying
Can
Andy's
I just say
innocent.
one thing? Wait.
I am
You're
not
saying
saying
Andy's innocent. You're saying Andy's innocent. I've listened in the comments. Do not.
Guys, please 1 second, right? Can we also talk about the reaction that Dave gave after all of this, right? Dave's reaction was, if you're not happy of something I say, then just block me. So he doesn't care the words that comes out of his mouth offend someone or not. His reply is, so I wish it was that easy for a black person of colour to just block people when they're being this horrible in real life. Because that's what he's basically saying. Just block me if you've got an issue with the words that I say on this app. Sorry, I just wanted to put that out there. That was his reaction to that.
I think
Caught. I'm just going to say this very, very quick.
Yes.
Don't listen to anything that this Torsi for you says, because do you remember Ruby / Bonnie / Kyle / Laura? She's a massive supporter of her, aren't you, Torsi?
Oh, is it?
Yes.
Of course you are, Torsi. Of course you fucking are.
I don't know who that is.
That makes so much sense now. Yeah.
The one who was in a box with a load of kids last night. That
Oh,
one.
lovely.
That really.
You know what?
Torsi.
Just get down then, yeah.
Also, Torsi, weren't you caught in a Discord trying to find out where what Hayley Comet's address was?
Oh.
Was that fucking you?
Yes,
Disgusting.
You
It's
literal
her.
fucking waste of space, Torsi. Get the fuck out of this live.
That
you
is
literal-
vile.
You literal fucking cunt. If I ever fucking seen you, honestly, you fucking face cunt.
I have not.
Trying to fucking dock someone in a safe house, you fucking moron.
That's sick.
Yeah.
What is wrong with people? This is also, I just want to quickly say, because there has been some stuff of a protest is going to be happening outside of Angie's.
I have been tagged in comments saying that. I don't personally agree with that. I'm just going to put it out there because it isn't just Angie that's going to get disturbed. Remember that it's also her neighbours, and her neighbours aren't the issue. So I do want to put it out there. If you've got an issue with things Angie says, I agree, but can we just keep it on TikTok? Let's not get other people in shit here or have that situation, right? I think there's a difference with people like Diageo, when we all did that with Diageo, because Diageo is a predator, Diageo is an actual fucking beast, right? You might dislike Angie, you might disagree with things she says, but she's not putting, well, actually, she maybe does put children at risk by putting pedalos in her lives. But I just want to put it out there. Can we just keep things on fucking TikTok? Stop trying to find people's home addresses.
Can I just say one more thing and I'm going to drop?
Yeah.
I think this sounds like sort of people dislike Angie and just jumping on the bandwagon.
No.
People dislike racist, babe.
Yeah.
You're not one of them.
And
yeah, and people
also,
jump on that bandwagon too.
no, people dislike racists and paedophile enablers. I'll say the word.
Wait.
Tulsi's denying it all in the comments, but the Observer has actually put the full video on YouTube, and believe me, Tulsi, for you, it is you. It is you.
Yeah.
Goodbye. Thank you.
So now we want then.
The thing is, can we stop saying that being anti-racist is a bandwagon? Can we stop saying, Miss McGann? Can we stop saying that being anti-racist is a bandwagon, and can we also stop saying that it's the race card, right? These are not things that exist, right? When you call out racism, it's not a race card, it's not, a bandwagon. This is literal people's fucking lives that go out their door and are looked at just based around their skin colour.
I mean,
right?
the hate bandwagon I'm talking about.
What hate bandwagon? It does not exist.
It does.
How? Explain to me then. Explain. Explain to me like I am, because I only seen Delusive a few months ago. Did not know her before that. And the first time I saw her for what she was. How can you not see her for what she is?
I mean,
do I have to explain that to you?
Their own opinions, haven't they?
Your opinion's wrong then. I will say it to you.
that's fine, but that's your opinion, isn't it? My opinion is different to yours.
My opinion's right. She's a racist.
I mean, nobody's
she enables
opinion's right or
pets.
wrong. We have different opinions. Doesn't mean I'm right and you're wrong, or
yours
you're
is
wrong and
wrong.
I'm right.
There you go. I'll say it to you. Yours is
That's
wrong.
your opinion.
Yes, and my opinion's right. Right now, my opinion is right. Because you are enabling a racist and a pet enabler.
No, well, I think you're wrong, so that's fine.
Okay, you think I'm wrong. I think you're wrong.
Wait. Can I just, sorry. Hi, A. Is it A?
Yeah, it's A. Hi, are Unicorn? You okay?
Yeah, I'm good. Yourself?
I'm good, thank you. I'm not going to lie, I listened to Angie. There's many times I've listened to her. Yesterday, she had 5 days. She picked one of those days or the colour one. She could have picked any of those 5. And you're saying to somebody, they're racist. Why the F has she had to pick that day? She could have picked any other 5 days from the 5.
So sorry, because I don't know what his name was. I can't remember his name now. Houghton? I can't remember. So he
Houghton
came in my
is a
box,
who, but not a racist.
and came in my box and said that people of colour went into Angie's and said that what she done wasn't wrong.
No.
I just want to say, now, this is the thing, right? Here you go. Do you know what I mean? You've got to stop instantly jumping up and saying, well, because one person says it's okay, doesn't mean that everyone thinks it's okay.
She could have picked any other day. I can't remember what other days that he said to her that she had 5 days, and from the 5 she picked that one.
I think
do you also can't do the cat box? You also done, she also, one of her days she had to climb into a cat box, and she done that. She slated for that? No.
Well, no, I'm not going to slate her for climbing into a cat box.
That's it. Colours change.
How was that? That was not racist. What she did with the lipstick was racist.
Wanted to dress up as a green giant. Would he be called racist? Because he wanted to be a green giant?
I'm sorry. Is there people that are green? Is there people that are green?
Well, it doesn't matter who you black, white, green, blue, yellow, whatever, does it?
I don't think you are understanding or grasping this concept, or you're being deliberately obtrusive. It does matter about skin tone.
Oh, shut up.
She put bloody lipstick on
Shut
her
up!
face.
You want me to shut up?
She
No,
put
I'll keep
bloody
speaking on
pink
racism.
lipstick on her
I'll keep
face.
speaking on
If a
racism as
person's
long as it
constantly called a
exists.
racist, if a person's constantly called a racist, they wouldn't do something that will trigger people that would say, yes, they are a racist. But now we can say full on blown that Angie is a fucking
Shut the fuck
racist.
up.
Shut
Like,
the
she
fuck
put
up, you fucking
pink
fat bitch.
lipstick on her face. And it was a dare
What
by
colour was that
Dave
lipstick then, yeah?
Shut up.
Because it was not pink.
None of you
It was
done a
brown
dare
tone.
before.
Right,
Okay,
can we do
not
one
a
at a
racist
time?
dare.
Right, do you know what I'm going to do, guys? I don't know how to do this. Does anyone know how to do
Sorry,
showtime?
Can I just ask a quick question first? Everyone was coming for me in the comments saying, everyone was coming for me in the comments saying, why don't you come back on your real account? Why are you not saying that to the people in the box who are on your side, guys? Why are you not asking them to come in on their real account, hey? Is it because they're on your side that it's all right for them to be on an anonymous account? Push it up in the dictionary, darlings.
Right, I'm going to do this. Can I do this one at a time, please? Because there's just so many voices and people are just going to not know what's happening and no one's going to get heard. Right. So I'm going to just go around the room to start with, right? And we'll get everyone's opinion and then we can kind of have a response if we want to. Right, so Savage Rider, I'll start with you. What's your thoughts on it? Can everyone else mute for 1 second just while everyone gets a chance?
I feel like, you know, there was many other lipstick choices she could have chose. She's got a bright red lipstick, a bright red one. Why didn't she use that? Because Angie does things to trigger a reaction, and then you have simpletons that sit and defend what she does and deflects it back to other people by saying, oh, well, so-and-so did this, so-and-so did that. Angie knows full well what she is doing. She knows how to get a reaction. She knows how to cause an upset.
But do you not also agree that Dave is also the issue here as well?
100%, but the topic for me is Angie. If you want to do a lot on Dave, I'll come back and talk about how Dave was wrong in the situation, but I just find it annoying when you're talking about one person, but then you have to drag another. Does that make sense? Because it just pulls from what she's done.
Guys, come back up. Sorry, you've been removed. Hi. Yeah, no, and that's fine. I just think, personally for myself, I do try my best to look at, like, I can't, because this is the thing, we all need to stop just thinking at Angie. I think when situations are happening, I think we need to look at them all, and I do think Dave, in my honest opinion, him saying Abdul, he knew exactly what he was saying. They can say that's that Wiki Wines phrase or whatever, but, you know, Wiki Wines is an Asian man. Do you know what I mean? So
I get that, but a lot. Okay, so in that respect, then you can bring up what Dave's done, but not as a deflection of what Angie. Does that make sense?
No, it's not a deflection.
Yeah. Not you, other people. I mean, like when Morton was in here, he was like, well, but Dave's done this. Have you gone and spoke to Pearl about this? Like, if they've all got to be held at the same level, like, you know, one's not worse than the other. It's all shit.
Yeah. And I think I will agree with someone in the comments there said that no, I'm not saying you, Savage Rider, by the way, but I do think people don't want to mention Dave because Dave is a big personality, right? But Dave, again, is, with all due respect, someone who just doesn't give a shit. Clearly, his reaction when he was being spoken about with this whole situation, he turned around and said, well, if you don't like what I'm saying, just block me. Like, he's not willing to learn. He's another person who's not willing to be educated on the things that he's maybe doing or saying that's wrong. And you know what I mean? Sometimes it isn't worth the battle with people like that. But yeah. Miss Baguette?
Do you want to just go to the next person a sec? So I'm just trying to find a certain point in this video. So if you want to skip me, just
Yeah. So, Sassy Pants, I'll let you speak. Oh, okay. Joanne?
Oh, hello, can you hear?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's just gone totally OTT. It was a dare, right? One of the other dares, she had to shave down the middle of her head. Now, I would choose putting lipstick on my face and shaving my hair. Agree or not agree?
But the thing, right, so she was obviously told red lipstick or whatever, right? Now, so the thing is, the dare isn't the issue. I think that's what people are misunderstanding. It's how the colour ended up developing, right? I believe either lighting or oxidization happened with this lipstick. So this is what I'm trying to show. This lipstick, in the lighting that we can see, was based around this colour. Miss Baguette
showed that down the line, right, it may have oxidized or the lighting changed it and it ended up and looked brown, right? So that's a moment that she should have seen that, or someone in her chat should have went, that is not looking any more like a orange pink colour, that is looking brown. There is a fine line with deep, there is a fine line between deep orange and brown, okay? There is a very fine line between those colours, and it can come across like that.
Look, everyone's got different colour skins, colours do change. My daughter goes on holiday for the night. She comes downstairs and she looks very, very tanned. And she's very, very pale skin. You know, from fake tan. My daughter does that. So is she racist?
Does she just tan her face, or does she tan her entire
No,
body?
she does the whole body.
Oh,
The whole
there's a difference for you then, Joanne.
Well, no, not really, because all you can see is her face. Because
So,
everything's
do you
covered up.
know, Joanne, do you know the history of blackface?
A blackface?
Yeah, do you know the history of blackface and why this might, you know, having how it looks brown on her face, how that might be offensive?
No, I don't think it is, to be fair.
No, but that's what I'm saying. But do you know the
That
history
wasn't the
behind
question.
it? Yeah,
Pardon?
do you know the history behind it?
Tell me the history.
Right, so you need to go and look up, right? Even people like actresses like Judy Garland and things like that were in films where they were in blackface, right? They would take stories about either slavery or whatever, right? And it would be a film based around that, and they would have a white actor with blackface on, right? There was also somebody called, and I'm sorry, I hate to use the word and trigger warning, but Malteser men, who were a group of white men who put on blackface because they would whitewash, right, black or brown actors, people of colour that were actors, right? They would take away their chance to play those characters, which is around their ethnical background, and they would put a white person instead.
Have you ever seen the film White Chicks?
And I didn't agree with that either.
It's a very funny film though, isn't it?
I mean, to be fair, films might have seemed funny back in the day, but personally myself, I'm just...
Listen, I think everything's just gone all out of context. A dare's a dare, whether you're young, old, middle-aged, a dare's a dare. And the racist card is
Can I
pulled
ask you a question? Okay, did you look back... Wait. Do you ever look back and watch things like Little Britain and go where they were wrong?
No.
Right, that's your issue. There you go.
No, it's not. No.
It's a massive issue. Because even the actors of Little Britain have apologised for the mistakes they made when they were creating that.
Only because they have to.
What?
Only because they have to apologise to it. Because
Yeah, see, you're just that type of person, aren't you, Joanne? I'm gonna basically, you're that type of person that's just very doesn't understand.
I've got mixed race nephews. My brother-in-law is black American.
I don't care. Like,
don't say mixed either.
That means nothing to me. That means nothing to me. I don't give a shit.
You're racist, aren't you? Because you don't care.
Tokenisation, Joanne. Do you know what that is? So, Joanne, do you know what tokenisation is? Can I ask?
Well, hurry up, because I need to go to work. Some people have got work to go to.
Bye then. Bye. I asked you a question, darling. I asked you a question, honey.
Only because you lot need to go to work and stop jogging on about people on TikTok.
Is this
You need to
deflection?
get a life.
Is this deflection acting that you don't know what tokenisation is, Joanne?
On holiday.
Joanne, is this deflection you telling us that you don't know what tokenisation is? Because I
No,
asked
it's
you.
not deflection at all.
Shut up! I asked you a yes or no question.
Don't tell me to shut up. Thank you very much. Don't tell me to shut up. It's people like you. I tell you what. Go on the M25 and stop oil. Yeah. Go and stop oil. Try.
Do you mean just stop oil, you fucking idiot?
Right. see, this, right, you know, before she comes out with, wait 2 seconds, see, before because she was away to come out with the people like you. No, it's the people like you who can't move with the fucking times. That's why I asked you that Little Britain question, right? Because back in the day, I will admit, maybe some of us did think Little Britain was funny, right? But we've all moved on, we've all been educated and realised that actually that was never appropriate to laugh at. right? Because that's what we all do as human beings. We learn, we grow with society. Something that you're quite clearly not doing, and that's proof right there by you saying that the actors were forced to apologise for the Little Britain situation. Sorry, Sophie. Hi.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Can I ask, is this a joke, or has putting lipstick on your face for a day turn into a science class, or what?
Sorry, say that again?
Has putting makeup on your face or lipstick turned into a science class, or what's going on?
So we're just showing, right? So I personally, but this might not be the opinion of everyone, I do personally think that the lighting has changed or it's oxidized to a brown colour, right? That's the colour that it's come up with for me, and that's when she's first applying it, right? But later on, it's not looking like that. So what I'm trying to say is it might not be the intent to start with, but she has seen that it's turned into a different colour and hasn't acted upon that until Hustle spoke to her about it.
So she's put a pinky orangey lipstick on for a dare, and it's just blown up. It's racism. It's not actually orange pink. It's science class now. But then when Hustle did come and explain it, she did wash it off, but she didn't see that.
Okay, so can I ask you a question? Would you rather that we all just sat on this app and just run away with it and had one people saying it was pink and other people doing that, or would you rather actually be able to put it onto a colour code and actually find out what colour it is? Because in my honest opinion, I'm not completely I'm not defending her, but I'm also not flagging her off. I am saying that when she applied this to start with, it isn't the colour that it was. So the intent is not there, but it was the issue of the fact that how it became a different colour as time went on.
Right, so if it was never, it wasn't applied as a certain colour, then why is everyone still saying it's racist?
Because it is.
A pink lipstick or orange lipsticks, would not put anything on Halloween, no? Would just not wear any makeup ever again? I would not do that.
What's the problem with you? Like, what? How do you not get it? She's not got Halloween makeup on, darling. She's got brown lipstick all over her face.
Orange.
I think what you probably need to do is log off TikTok for a little bit, go and look up the history of blackface, and then come back and then have an adult discussion.
But Sophie, can I just say
something to do with love?
Wait, Sophie, I know that you were in Dave Duran's live, right, the day after that stuff was happening, because I've seen the clip, right? You were in that live when they were speaking about the W word, right? And you sat there. Now, are you white?
I am, yeah.
Right. So you sat there and you were also saying that it wasn't racist, the fact that what she said, it was offensive, right? Now, who do we usually use that word towards?
White people.
Right. Now, is Hustle a white person?
I don't know. I don't know his heritage.
Yeah. So Hustle's mixed race. So when Angie called him that word, she was insinuating that as a mixed race person, because that's how it can come across, that he's trying to be black.
Right, well, the explanation, all I popped up was because Dave himself, as well as the chat, were confused the definition, whether it was offensive or racist. So I purely went up to give the explanation, the definition of the word. That's all I did.
This word is being, well, if it's being used in my chat, my mods are not here. I can't control the boxes and also the comments. Like, I've only got 2 mods who are probably not here at the moment, so that's maybe why. So I do apologise if anything's being said. I'm trying my hardest here to thingy. But yeah, so Sophie, but the thing is, in that live, like last night, Hustle was trying to, oh, there you go, Pinky. Hustle was trying to explain to her, and every time that she was he was trying to explain to her why something is racist, she kept shutting him down, going, no, Hustle, it's offensive. So a white person's telling someone that's mixed race that something isn't racist.
I think the issue was because obviously the definition was looked up after, it was said it was racist. And I've got to agree, and you can look yourself, it is classed as offensive and not racist. I think that's where the issue lies.
So that's because generally it's said to a white person, right? So you're not going to be able to be, in my honest opinion, I don't personally agree that you can be racist to a white person. So when you're saying that to a white person, you can't be racist towards them. But when you say it to a black to a mixed race person, you're basically taking away the fact that they are black, right? You're taking away the fact that Hustle has a family member or mom, dad, whatever, that is black. So her saying your that word, you're basically taking away the black ethnic of origin behind him. Does that make sense?
I've just had a message. Sophie, are you friends with Feisty?
Pardon?
Are you friends with Feisty, Sophie?
I don't really know Feisty, no.
Are you sure about that, love?
Yeah, I don't know her real name. I don't know where she lives. I don't know her age. Yeah.
Oh, no, I didn't ask you if you knew any of that. I asked you if you were friends with her.
I'm not, no.
Can't take you to the race to work with. Huh?
I think you're lying.
Right, but what's this got to do with anything you've got on?
Because you're not agreeing with them, they're just picking on anybody that don't agree with them, they're picking on them, that's why.
I think what I think, to be fair, is when these things are brought up, it's that you're not, right, you can say there that you're sticking up for Angie or whatever, right, and that's fine, and have your own opinion, which is fine, but I think it shows morals. We know the type of person that Feisty is and things like that, and I think that's when we speak about that. Like the other person that was in my box and is sat with someone while they've allowed children in the box. Like, it's about having morals. How can we sit and listen to an opinion? I'm not saying that's true, Sophie, by the way. I'm just saying what we're trying to say is, Shell.
Yeah, can I have a quick talk before I gotta go, because I gotta go and pick my dog up?
Yeah.
Right, for one start, Angie is not racist.
I've got to go as well, so sorry.
Right? And everybody that comes in the box and don't have the same opinion you, everybody's getting them. You're on about morals. Where was your morals when you fancied Ricky behind your husband's back?
What is that? See, there's a deflection.
No, I'm not. I'm not. Morals is morals.
Deflection.
I jump on me now because you don't like what I said. Jump on me now.
Wait, Shell, do you still support Pearl, who made EDL burgers, which are a group of people that are against your own community, Shell?
100%.
You still support Pearl?
100%.
Where's your fucking models? Because
listen to me.
Those EDL
don't
people
shout
get
over
rid
me,
of your
you
own
girl.
community. So you sit on this app saying, how dare people be racist against their own community, while you've got someone making fucking burgers?
Are you going to shut up and leave me on my side? Are you going to shut up? Don't like it when somebody speaks back to you, do you? I'm not talking to no one else, I'm talking to the house. I'm talking to the house. Shut your mouth. I've got no need to talk to anybody else. Angie's not racist.
Shut the fuck up for 2 seconds.
Don't listen to me, darling. Listen to me. Don't tell me to shut up.
It's got nothing to do with the situation. If you're going to compare me having a crush on someone and racism, it shows a lot about you as a fucking human being.
Bye, Shell, darling. Sorry for that. Sorry for that, darling. I just abused the fact that I was still a mod on my other account. You can demod me. Sorry, she's a fan.
I just wanted to ask Shell if she still supported Angie if she wrongly accused somebody of SI and debugging. There we go.
But that's just an Angie act, by the way, guys. That's where Shell's probably learned that. Let's deflect. But this person's done this, right? I have made mistakes. I came on this app and actually apologised for it. And look, again, and I'll say this with breath, my husband has seen everything in every conversation I've had, and he does not think I was cheating on him. So if you want to sit there and try and make it out that my husband was being cheated on, that is on you, and you have that right to an opinion. But my husband, who actually it's actually all about, he doesn't give a fuck what any of you have got to say. End of. I was stupid. I'm a cunt for doing what I did. I'll hold that with chest. But do you know something I'll always do? Is I take accountability when I'm wrong. Something that a lot of people on this app don't do. Breathe. Sorry. Justice for the husband.
I am going to
play my video now.
Yes.
Forget just quickly. I'm going to go. Forget. I love you. Trey, I love you.
Bye, Savage. Love you too.
Love you.
Bye.
Love you.
Wait, can I quickly hear from Louis first? Because Louis has been waiting, and then I'll let you play your video. I've got you on the big screen, Miss Baguette. Hi, Louis.
Oh no, carry on. I was just enjoying the kick-off, to be honest.
Oh, right. Me too.
I was about grabbing the popcorn.
Tuesday morning drama. Right, on you go, my lovely, if you're ready.
Right. Okay. Oh, me? Was it me?
Yeah.
So I think I forgot some of the things I was going to say. Yeah. So the I just want to say the one who's in the middle, who I asked her if she knows what a word meant, and instead of saying yes or no, she just went off on a mad rant and then dropped.
She did, yeah.
You clearly don't know what tokenization is. I mean, you could have just gone and Googled it, right? You could have just literally gone and Googled it and realised that what you were doing was tokenizing your friends and relatives. It doesn't matter if you've got a black cousin. It doesn't matter if you've got a black friend. You can't use that. It has no place in your argument if you're a white person. And education's key, and education's free. So I recommend you just don't do it to stop you looking so silly on the internet anyway. This clip.
Yeah. Can I just say one thing? Sorry, 2 seconds, because somebody said, can't believe you're colour matching. See, if I came live and just sat and showed you this, you'd all be sitting there going, exactly, look, it wasn't brown. So don't come with that bullshit, okay? Just because we've got two different colour matches showing that potentially that's either lighting that's changed it or oxidization has changed it, right?